The Curse of Blackmoor, a survivor's tale. Watch this story until the very end. Every detail matters. Every shadow hides a secret. If you look away, you might miss the truth, and once you know the truth, there's no turning back. 1. The return to Blackmoor. I never wanted to return to Blackmoor. The name alone was a whisper of dread in my mind, a specter from childhood nightmares. But blood calls to blood, and when word reached me that my sibling had gone missing, I had no choice but to step onto the muddy roads of that cursed land once more. The village had changed in some ways and remained exactly the same in others. The air was thick with damp earth and the acrid scent of burning wood. Windows shuddered at my arrival, whispers slithered between alleyways. Blackmoor was never welcoming, but now it seemed terrified of itself. Father greeted me at the estate, his face pale, his frame shrunken. His embrace was cold. "You should not have come," he said, voice brittle as autumn leaves. But I had come, and I would not leave without answers. 2. The Blood Moon. The village had always spoken of the beast, a monster that prowled the moors when the moon bled red. Stories to keep children in bed, I once thought. Now, as the night deepened, I realized it was more than folklore. I heard the first howl just past midnight. It was unlike any sound of this world, low and guttural, yet filled with an intelligence that made my skin crawl. I locked my door. Then came the screams. From my window I saw shadows moving. A shape, massive and unnatural, stalking the streets. It dragged a man into the darkness. His cries were brief. By dawn, the village counted its dead. My sibling was not among them. But something told me they had been taken by the same horror. 3. The Truth in the Ruins. There were rumors of an old woman, the last of the ancient bloodline that had once ruled this land. I sought her out in the ruins beyond the village, where time had forgotten the stones. She was waiting. "The beast has awakened," she murmured. "The sins of the past will claim the present." I demanded answers. What was it? Why had my sibling vanished? She placed a withered hand upon mine. "It is a curse," she whispered. "A curse of the blood. And you are bound to it." I left the ruins with a hollow feeling in my chest. I did not believe in fate. But that night I would begin to doubt. For the beast's mark. The next attack was worse. The monster tore through the village, its claws like sickles, its jaws a nightmare of hunger. I saw it up close this time, and what I glimpsed beneath the savage eyes was more terrifying than the fangs. Recognition. In that moment I understood. The beast was not a mindless predator. It was something, or someone, lost within its own darkness. And it had spared me. 5. The Forbidden Truth. Father refused to speak, but the look in his eyes gave him away. He knew. He had always known. I searched the manor, tearing through books and old letters until I found the truth buried beneath dust and lies. The beast was of our blood. A curse passed from parent to child, a disease of the soul. My sibling had not been taken. They had become. I could not run. Not now. The curse was in me as well. 6. The Transformation. I fought it, but the full moon is merciless. Pain unlike anything I had ever known ripped through my bones, stretched my skin, reshaped my very being. I became something else. The hunger was unbearable. The world was different, sharper, louder, filled with scents that called to my instincts. I remembered the villagers, the fear in their eyes. I fled into the wilderness before the beast inside me could claim them. 7. The Last Night in Blackmoor. When I awoke, the horror of what I had done lay before me. Blood on my hands. A village in ruin. The guilt was unbearable, but there was no escape. Father stood at the threshold, a rifle in his hands. "I tried to stop it," he said. "Tried to keep it from you. But it always returns." He raised the weapon, and for a moment I welcomed the release. But then something inside me refused. The beast was awake now. It would never sleep again. I fled. A warning to those who listen. I am the last of my bloodline. I do not know how long I have before the monster inside me takes over for good. If you ever find yourself in Blackmoor, do not stay past sundown. Do not listen to the howls in the night. And if you see a stranger on the road with eyes too dark and a shadow too long, run. If you survived this tale, let me know in the comments. Share this story, give the video a like, and subscribe for more horror that lingers in the night. Turn on notifications, because you never know when the next nightmare will begin.